Hi everybody, my video today is about Chlorella, Cilantro, Spirulina, even Parsley, alpha lipoic acid, NAC, and be careful what you are told to use for detox. I could also maybe call this a do's and don'ts video, but maybe I'll do another one because there's a lot of do's and don'ts. Trying to hit all the important videos first as I redo these so people find that at least they hit on the key stuff and they don't miss that. Part of the reason I've redone all these. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody who was toxic for about 40 years. Finally figured it all out. Maybe 20 years into it. Didn't completely detox. It came back. Got me again. I had one amalgam left I forgot about. That one amalgam was enough to literally drive me into the ground pretty much. So I detoxed, and here I am. This is a blog I've been working on. It's not very well done. It's a rough draft. I need to redo it. It's a lot of better information, and I'll just get to it. But you can subscribe there and get on my list if you'd like. My main goal in all these videos is to open people's minds to other possibilities as to why they're sick. I mean, I'm in other groups because I have other symptoms. I have MTHFR. I have diverticulitis. I have SIBO now. It's a new thing. Even though I feel great, I got these residual digestive problems. And every one of those groups I go into, people all have those issues, and none of them know about heavy metals. And I'm the one bringing it up to everybody. You know, hey, look into that as a root cause. Like, everybody misses this concept of root cause. It's so important. I don't think the general public understands what a real root cause is. I'm going to do a specific video on that too. But heavy metals to me is a very root cause. Pain from heavy metals is not a root cause, you know, as an example. The stuff in the color I have almost in every video so people can read through this. This is like my starting point when people approach me and I ask them what have they been doing or what are they doing. I don't want to miss this. I may get back to this, I may not, but you can see you know, what it is here and read it yourself, ask questions, like and comment below, you know, subscribe. So somebody actually commented on a recent video, on my new videos, that the reason they found out they were mercury toxic is they were taking chlorella and it made them feel terrible. So when you do take chlorella or something like chlorella, this can give you a range of reactions from minor, like maybe just a mild headache, or you get a little brain fog, to severe, which is more like on the range of heart palpitations, you know, erratic heartbeat, blood pressures all over the board, and so on. I had this severe one because I was taking chlorella. I was researching, trying to figure out how to detox. It made a lot of sense. It looked all natural. And I took it, and I felt terrible. I said, why am I taking things that everybody's telling me to do, and I feel worse? It didn't make any sense. The point I also want to make is that there are no specific exact symptoms for all this stuff. It's all based on, in my opinion, what your thiol load is, and the chlorella is a thiol, it's a high thiol, and your toxic load each day. So, for instance, one day I just ate an extra clove of garlic, which is a thiol, and, you know, boom, man, I was just messed up really bad for about 12 hours after that. So I think what it was is I just had too many thiols in me, causing too much redistribution and too many symptoms, versus the toxic load I have, versus my immune system, versus my level of glutathione, which is trying to detox all this stuff. See, it's like a balance. I always think of this as a balance, and when you exceed the balancing point, that's when you get into trouble. So I list all these because they are all strong thiols. I'm going to do a thiol video, I believe, soon, and I'll show you the list soon if I don't run out of time. Thiols are sulfur-based, and I should write that in there. And so is our detox. And what it does is it bonds with the metals and moves them around, causes redistribution. And generally speaking, you want to avoid redistribution. That's the stuff that makes you feel like crap. When the metals are sitting still, you generally kind of feel okay, but when they're moving is when you feel bad. Now, keeping them still doesn't mean leave them in you. While they're in there being still, they're still causing trouble. So if you're thiol intolerant, these can cause very, very bad redistribution symptoms. For me, I ran to the ER at least one time because of this. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Thought I was dying. You'll see these supplements or these ingredients in health supplements. Like you'll see alpha lipoic acid, like 300 milligrams, which is very, very high. I could barely tolerate 1 milligram. So can you imagine what 300 milligrams would have done to me? I would have been like, my head would have exploded, literally. So very, very careful what's in all your supplements. Look at the ingredients closely, okay? Why do they put that stuff in there when maybe they should know there's people like us out there? I don't understand why that happens. You have to think about that, I guess, and come to your own conclusions. Many will feel bad symptoms and not realize it's from these things. Many, many people approach me and they feel terrible, and I say, what are you doing? I'm taking chlorella, I'm taking IV glutathione, blah, 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 and I say, stop, okay? You're causing massive redistribution, you're making yourself feel terrible. Yeah, but my doctor said I'm getting better. And okay, you don't need to go through detox that way to get better. And redistribution, I think, can cause permanent damage. So be very, very cautious. Many detox protocols use these thiols, and I can't imagine using them. I really can't. Like now that I'm very, very detoxed, I think I could probably tolerate cilantro. I could probably tolerate chlorella. I might try it someday, but I'm going to be very, very cautious. Even parsley was too much for me. I was looking for a green leafy good thing to eat that might add to my detox, and I tried it and it was too strong. Okay? Some Facebook detox groups will say don't use any of these ever, and I agree with that. So again, you're going to see people in groups telling you to use all this stuff to detox because that's what they did. Honestly, when you've been through this and you've been through what I've been through, I'm extremely cautious what I recommend to people, and it really bothers me when I see people recommending things like that. And then sometimes I'll even question them and they'll, challenge me like I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you can make people sick, like really, really sick from doing the wrong thing. So be very careful what you recommend to people. Read labels, look for the proprietary mixes. We think that they should know what's in these mixes so that they don't put bad stuff in for us. And then when I look at a lot of those mixes, it's all thiols, onions, garlic, dandelion, stuff like that. Your thiol load will determine if you feel the symptoms from eating the thiols. I can eat thiols very well now, like within a couple months after my last amalgam was out. My intolerance kind of went away really, really fast. I hardly even did anything. Okay? So people ask me that all the time. Okay, that's a key point. It just came to my mind. Most of us are thiol intolerant when I talk to people. I'd say the majority are. So it's one thing to sort out in a hurry when you're first trying to figure out why you feel terrible. We eat all day long. For me, every time I ate, I was causing redistribution. I was eating thiols all day long. And it was a constant feel terrible, start feeling better, eat again, feel terrible, start feeling better, all day long, every day. At one point, all I could eat was broth because that's the only thing I could eat that wasn't stirring everything up inside of me. So you may get to that point. It's just part of the deal here, okay? There's ways around it, and detoxing is the answer. There's way too much bad information in various social groups. Sometimes I wonder if these people are actually toxic, because we who are toxic, we know everyone is different. There's no one thing works for all. If it worked for me, it won't work for you. Everything I'm telling you here is just generally caution stuff that all of us seem to have a problem with. So I don't think I'm saying anything that is questionable. Okay, some people aren't thiol intolerant, or they don't think they are. Okay, you could do an elimination diet to figure out what thiols are getting you. I just stopped all of them. It was the quickest way to know that that's what was making me feel terrible. Most important, try any supplement or detox protocol. Very slow, always low dose to be sure you can tolerate it. I have a thiol list here. This is generally pretty good. You can, stop the video and write these down. These are high thiols. As you can see, these are very common things many of us eat every day: peanuts, pineapple, kale, garlic, green beans, greens, horseradish. I mean, it's all good stuff, and it's almost everything when you look at it. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I'm running out of time with my videos, so you can pause the video, write these down. Now here it talks about foods that have garlic and onion powder. Here it talks about supplements. ALA I mentioned, chlorella we mentioned, cysteine, glutathione supplements. A lot of people are taking them to detox. I don't agree with that. It's not the way to get glutathione in you. It's better to add stuff that will boost your glutathione. I mentioned NAC. These are a few other supplements. Turmeric. It's good at raising thiol levels. Okay, I couldn't tolerate turmeric before. Now I take a supplement every day because I like the stuff for anti-inflammatory. Here's some supplements that can support detox pathways. Here's some low thiols. Again, very common things we all love: apples, artichokes, avocado, almonds. You see people pushing almond milk and everything. Bananas, barley. I'm up to 11 minutes. That's why I'm kind of going quick here, but I'd like to include all these, at least in this video. Maybe I'll do a separate video where I'll just do this slower. But you can see all the different things here that have thiols in them. And actually, I'm only halfway through the list right now, so sorry I'm going so quick. Ginger, really good stuff, but it's thiol. And these are low thiols, so they may not bother you. They may not affect you. This is why also when they say, your diet is what's affecting you, and and they get everybody on different diets, you can see that almost everything we eat has some potential effect on somebody that has heavy metals in them. So that's kind of one of my pet peeves, is the system will talk about diets as the big issue, and then people will eat better, which is a great idea, of course. Low, can't think of the word right now, non-GMO, no gluten, all that stuff. It's all good stuff, but you're not getting to the root cause, okay? And again, there's that root cause idea that I talk about all the time. Eating better will make you feel better. People then say, well, see, it wasn't the metals, it was the food. Well, yeah, it's a combination of both. You'll feel better for a while until the metals keep building up inside of you. And again, metals is a root cause. They could be removed. And once they're removed, honestly, I can eat just about anything I want right now. I don't have to worry so much about this thiol list. It was all from the metals. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Hopefully I got to some key points. As I was talking, I thought of about 2 more videos to do. So hopefully, my first series of videos here will be good stuff to help guide everybody that stumbles on my channel. Please like and comment. Thank you for the people leaving comments. It really helps me think of other ideas, and it's good to see that I'm helping other people. I get a lot of emails from people too. So, okay, hopefully you all detox well and take care. Thank you.